Welcome back to Is It Still Good, the channel where we watch older films and let you know if they still hold up. Today, we're going to get into a movie I've always liked a lot in one of my favorite genres, fantasy horror. 1995's The Prophecy. But first, let's sell a book. We're back! Hopefully we sold a book and we're going to get into it. This is going to be a wham-bammer, fairly quick review, somewhere around the 8.5 mark. Because that's about how much footage I gleaned for the making of. So, pretty quick fantasy horror film, The Prophecy. R rating, 1 hour, 38 minutes runtime. This came out in 1995. And this is a year after Pulp Fiction, and the reason that's significant is because several of the same actors that were in Pulp Fiction are also in this. Possibly one of the reasons I've always liked this film so much. You got Eric Stoltz, you got Honey Bunny from the restaurant. She comes back as a Jamba, right? She's pretty fun. I like the original Jamba too. We're gonna get into it. Anyway, this had a budget of $8 million. Made 16.1 at the box office, so hey, pretty good. Christopher Walken as Gabriel. Stars him, Eric Stoltz as Simon, the Angel, Viggo Mortensen as Satan, and spoiler, Viggo's pretty good.
God is love. I don't love you.
I can't.
As Satan. He's no like Constantine Satan, but he's a pretty good Satan. Elias Koteas. Elias Koteas, am I saying that right? The cop / priest in this. He's someone that really earned my respect in a film called The Thin Red Line, which had like everybody in it. And retroactively, I've liked everything else he's done. Even the Ninja Turtles. I think he's a good actor. I can't tell if he's wearing a wig in this. Probably. But either way, it's a good wig, good job, good acting. I like Elias Koteas in this. Looking up some trivia, I didn't really find very much. Viggo said prior to their scene, Walken ate several garlic cloves, which is hilarious and evil. It's very evil. Yeah, as far as the subject in this film, the war in heaven between the angels that are split between the way God has seemingly chosen humanity over angels as his favorites. You know, it's cool. And I'm not like religious or anything. I was raised sort of around it, so this seemed familiar to me, the ideas behind it. So yeah, large aspects of the angel backstory and war seem familiar. I think this was shot really well in that mid-90s, very slick, clean format. I really like it a lot. I don't know, I just like that kind of tint all these movies had. Kind of reminding me of the look, anyway, of like Fallen with Denzel Washington. Something like that. I like that look in a movie a lot. So, the music in this is very good. By the way, I really like the music in this. It's like Pulp Fiction with demons and angels, I wrote here. Yeah, it's like a welcome back cast from Pulp Fiction. Oh, I get why they do like the whole sucking the souls from the mouths, but it's still jarring. Like when Eric Stoltz is like giving the soul to the little girl and all that. I'm like, bah, kind of weird. That did not age well. I do like the gore in this a lot. The Prophecy is one of my favorite Christopher Walken performances ever. I love him in this. He steals every scene. That's why, as the franchise continues, Gabriel is always first and foremost. And I think it's because everybody loved him so much in this one. He's a little bit unhinged. He's perfect, perfect Walken in this one. I really like it. If you love Christopher Walken, you're going to love The Prophecy. Yeah, this movie feels kind of ancient and tragic with the humans sort of getting in the way. I think they did a really good job of capturing that. That makes sense to me. Adam Goldberg and Christopher Walken together. Adam Goldberg being like the first zombie ghoul that Christopher Walken recruits into his service. I really like the touch in this movie where like the ghouls are brought back from near death and they instinctively start to cry. Like they're sad that they weren't allowed to let go. And I think that's just like a really cool touch.
Thanks, man.
a sport.
Oh, yeah, like the kid in this, she's kind of like a crappy actress. It's okay, she's good enough. I did forget to mention the kid in Stir of Echoes, by the way, in that last like battle review I did. That kid's actually a really good actor, by the way. He seemed like he was gunning for the Academy in that performance. Like he just knew. He's very self-aware, that kid. But he was good. In Stir of Echoes, that kid's a good actor. In this movie, meh, but it works, right? I really like how the Angel War is happening on a small enough scale to remain low-key. That makes sense. That's pretty cool. I don't know. That makes it interesting to me. It would explain why it's gone under the radar in many ways. Lots of kissing and growling in this one. You're getting a lot of kissing and a lot of growling. Christopher Walken crushes. He tells this story about why we have a dent on our upper lip. It's because he told us a secret long before we were born. And he said, shh. It's amazing. Amazing. He's got a lot of great monologues in this. I love the second ghoul too, Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction. I don't remember the actress's name, but she's hilarious in it. I like her in this a lot. I like her in Pulp Fiction. I don't know, she's funny. I love how Gabriel is really turned off by the ghouls crying. He'll freak out if they start to cry. And I think that's a really funny little tidbit about his character, because as an audience member, it's something I've always hated in movies, is watching people cry. I've never really got into that. And I'm right there with Gabriel. Every time he shuts him up, I'm like, perfect. Anyway, I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. It's a little awkward. It's a little weird. It's good. I'd say it's very good. I give this film an 8 out of 10. Solid. And really like it. I've been trying to pump these vids out for you guys every Friday. Let's call it Friday, 6 a.m. upload. Plan your weekend. I'll help you figure out what to watch. Help me figure out how to get this channel going again. And I'll just continue to review films for fun because it is fun. Why not? And we'll see where this goes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you next time on Is It Still Good?
You know how you got that dent in your top lip? Way back, before you were born. I told you a secret. Then I put my finger there, and I said,